Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 108 of Direwolf 20's Let's Play series. I'm hanging out and wow, there's a lot of energy draining out of my system at the moment. I wonder if we're like completely pegging our ability to craft or make energy. We're doing alright, reactor just kicked online. Looks like we're producing more than we're using, so that's always a good sign. What am I up to today? That's a good question. I've been doing a lot of crafting off camera, getting ready for the big day. I think it's time that we make our void dimension. Hopefully I've got everything I need to do that. So today's the day I'd like to start working towards having a void dimension. First things first, I want to get some dense energy cells charged up so we can see them quickly filling up with energy. That's always a good thing. We'll let both of these guys charge up a bit. Nice. While that's going, I want to get started working on, hopefully, this thing over here is done. Nice. You, sir, are awesome, because that means that you just completed making our quantum singularity, which is awesome. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, we've got 4 of them. Okay, so it didn't just finish. It just finished its 4th one, so that's cool. Today, we're going to be doing a lot of different things. We're going to work on applied energistics. We're going to get a quantum bridge going so that we can have applied energistic stuff between dimensions. We're going to make a void dimension. We're going to live in the void dimension eventually, and we're going to start moving some of our stuff over. As I mentioned, I would like to move to a void dimension. I know some people would like to see me not do the typical void dimension that I always like to do, but honestly, I just really enjoy living in a void dimension because you don't have to worry about anything being in your way. Like, you just start building. You don't have to clear out terrain. You don't have to worry about dirt and blocks and stuff all over the place. Just boom. Not to mention, I find they look really cool when they're properly built. So we're going to work towards making one of those. So yeah, there's a lot we have to get to do. So let's get started, shall we? I guess the first thing I'm going to want to do is actually create that void dimension. So we're going to want to go ahead and get a dimensional doohickey. And we're going to pop that into here. But now it's time to actually define a dimension custom. So let's see what kind of stuff we've got. So we've obviously got biomes. I was hoping to go with a plains biome. Swampland, savanna, mesa, ice plains. Oh, great. I don't have the plains biome. I wonder if that's a craftable one, because some of them are and some of them are not. Biome, plains, dimlet. It is not. So we might have to work on a couple things to get what we need. Let's see if I can find the other dimlets that I want in here. So obviously these are all biomes that we have first. The controller, I want a single biome, so that's good. We definitely want that. We don't have to worry about digits. Effects, I don't want any effects. Features, I was hoping for a features none. Dimlet, good, we've got one of those. Cool. Liquid, we don't have to worry about liquid types. We're not going to have any liquids. Material, I'm not going to worry about material types because we're not going to have any of those. Mobs we're not going to have. We don't need any of that. Sky, all right. I'd like a normal sun. Ooh, red sun, I wonder how that looks. That sounds cool. Sky, what else we have? Ooh, dark blue color. That might be neat to check out, but we'll see. Yeah, I kind of want to check out the dark blue color. I'll just want one of these though, and the same for this. All right, so the good news is we can get a void dimlet, so that's nice. We can craft that up. However, some of the other dimlets that I wanted, the ones that will really kind of make this dimension look cool, are not available to us at the moment. So part of this episode might be involved in getting those somehow. So let's look at getting our dimlet constructor going. So we've got the dimlet workbench. I think that's what we want, isn't it? Dimlet scrambler, dimlet filter, dimlet researcher. We've already got one of those. I think the dimlet workbench is what we're going to want. Clearly we're going to need a couple of these things. I should also fly around in one of my one of my existing ages, because there's a couple things I'm going to want to find. So why don't I do that? So I'm going to dial dire base over to, we don't need to use the favorites. We'll do dimension 3, was it, that I liked? And we'll dial over there and see what that looks like. All right, we will come back. Dialing device power low. It shouldn't be. Oh no, there we go. We're cool. All right, so we'll be back in a few moments. Alright guys, we are back. I'm actually underground here in this dimension, and I've been looking around for something that I just found it, dimensional shard ores. These things break kind of like redstone does, so you're going to want to make sure to grab it with a pick that has fortune on it. And hang on to these items you get here, these dimensional shards. We're going to want those. I've also been running around. I got a bunch more dimlets. All the unknown ones might already have been processed by now. I don't know. Ooh, look, more dimensional shard ore. Nice. I'm going to go hunt around and find all this stuff, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm going to say that's enough for now. Let's pop back home and see what we got. Hopefully we've got enough shards to do what I want to do with the dimlet maker thingy. Let's check it out. So it looks like in my travels, I came upon a decent number of unknown dimlets. That's cool. I'll hang on to the 6 that are there. I'll drop these in, and they should start immediately getting researched. Cool. Just wanted to double check some things behind the wall there. That looks good. So let's go make that thing that I wanted to make, which requires an unknown dimlet, which is half the reason I'm kind of hanging on to the ones that I do have. So I want to make sure that I have a dimlet workbench ready to go. Now I'm pretty sure this thing is going to require energy, right? Or no? Maybe not. All right. But we are going to want to infuse it. And if you're not sure how the infusion system works, I'm going to show you. So if we were to get our RF tools manual and check out the system that mentions infusion, you know what? I think it's actually in the dimension manual that talks about infusion, because you can only get those shards in the worlds that you figured out. So we need the machine infuser, which is crafted like so. Cool. So let's get one of those. Nice. And this thing probably will need power. And I'm not sure I'm going to need a ton of power on this line. So let's just, is that good? Yeah, you're getting power, so that works for me. So this is really easy system to use. Basically, you put stuff in here, and it'll get infused with these dimensional shards. That's about it. You're going to want to do this for your dimlet workbench. It's pretty ideal, because what happens is you can deconstruct dimlets into their individual parts, and you can see here that you have a better chance of getting all the parts out of the infused, or the dimlet if you use an infused dimlet workbench. So infused 0%. Let's get some shards. Let's see if one stack, how much that'll do. Not bad. I think we're going to need about 4 stacks of this in the end. And hopefully, like I said, I've got enough. I think I'm good though. So yeah, we're getting close to 20%. Nice. So a lot of the tool, or a lot of the machines and tools and stuff in RF tools, if you infuse them, just become better overall. So infusing the dimlet workbench is one of the best examples of things you're going to want to infuse. So once this is done, I'm going to go plug it into the wall. Let's go find a nice spot for it, dimlet workbench. I guess what I could do is move this and put it like here. And we'll probably want some power on the thing. So I'm going to put my dimension builder here. And you've still got your realized dimension tab for dim number 3, so that's cool. You can go there. And this thing should be almost done. Nice. All right, we'll be back in a minute once we're at 100%. All right, so let's see how this thing works. I'm going to take some of the biomes that I have just extras of, right? And I'm going to throw them into here. And if we drop that in there and we hit extract, so for example, the lush desert biome, if I extract that, it should spin for a moment and then give me a bunch of stuff. These are all the components of what makes up your biomes, or your dimlets. So think of dimlets as like 6 components that you can manage to, pull apart and put back together into different dimlets. Does that make sense? Probably not. But we'll figure it out as we go through. So I wouldn't mind having these stored in here for the time being. I should probably automate this, to be totally honest, but for now, we'll just kind of get it going. If I set this to auto mode, it should just automatically extract anything that goes in there, which is good. That looks cool. So you can see we're getting a bunch of things. We're getting a dimlet control circuit of rarity 1. This is important because dimlet control circuit rarity 1, every dimlet needs one control circuit, and you can get it from there. You need to make a control circuit of the right rarity in order to make a dimlet of that rarity. So if you notice, most dimlets of the type that are biomes are rarity 1, okay? Most of them are. But then there's some other dimlets that are a little bit more crazy, right? So you can see rarity 5, rarity 2, rarity 3, all kinds of other stuff. So basically, if you want to make one of those, you need to get a rarity 1, right? So that's rarity, okay? But since we're after a plains biome, we're going to go ahead and stick with what we've got there. Next up, we've got the basic energy module. Every dimlet needs an energy module. So basic makes dimlets of rarity 0 and 1. Regular for rarity 2 and 3, and advanced for higher rarities. So basically, the type of energy module that you need also depends on the dimlet that you're deconstructing, okay? Memory unit, same deal. Basic memory unit for rarity 0 and 1, regular for 2 and 3, and advanced memory unit for higher rarity dimlets. Cool. And then this is what's telling the type of dimlet you have. So the first three are kind of generic. It's pretty much all about the rarity of the thing. So the memory unit, the energy module, and the base part and the control circuit relay, that stuff is all about, you know, what's in there. So the dimlet base part, you can see, this is just the basic part of the dimlet. There's nothing you have to worry about with regards to that. It's basically, you always use that for whatever dimlet you're making. The next component here is the type of thing that you're doing. So this is a biome controller, right? So we're getting a biome controller type. This tells you what type of dimlet it is. Nice. So the last thing that we're going to get, or in fact we're not going to get from here, is more focused. So we start off with it's a basic biome. It requires some memory, some energy, and a rarity type. And then we have to say what type it is, what type of dimlet. In this case, it's a biome dimlet, or it's a liquid dimlet, or it's a material dimlet, or it's a monster dimlet, or it's a sky dimlet, right? Next, we have to define the last piece, which is what is it? And this is a plains biome that I want. So we're going to have to figure out how to tell this thing to make a plains biome. So in order to do what we want to do, we need to craft some absorbers. There's 4 of them available: liquid, biome, material, and time. So I'm going to go with biome for now because we've been talking about the biome thing. And while I'm at it, I'm also going to go with a time absorber because I will want to specify that this is going to be an eternal day biome or world. And in order to do that, I need a dimlet called the noon dimlet, and I don't think I have that one either, right? Let's see. Oh, did I get it from my randoms? Oh, I did. Nice. Time noon dimlet, rarity 2. Awesome. So from all those biomes we just broke down that we found in that dimension, we got what we wanted. That is very cool. Did I happen to get a plains biome while I was at it? I guess not. All right. I didn't get any of the cool sky color and stuff, did I? Black ink, black stain. No. All right. Kind of want a, you know, black sky, but what's cool about RF Tools biomes is we can tweak that later. So am I currently in? I'm in a shrubland biome. I want to go find myself a plains biome if I can. So I'm going to come back in a minute if I can find one. Hey, I found one. Plains biome. Nice. So I think all I need to do is drop my biome absorber in here, and you'll see some cool particle effects. Now, it's going to take a while. This biome controller absorber thingy just has to sit here for a really long time and absorb the essence of a plains biome and just figure out what plains are all about. In the meantime, I will take a break and come back when this thing is at 100%. All right, guys. Looks like we're almost at 100% on our biome plains. Sweet. I guess that means you're done. Yeah, no more particle effects. That's probably a good sign. And owned by Direwolf, biome plains absorbed 100%. Sweet. Let's go home and give this guy a whirl. Whoosh. Gotta love the whoosh. All right, here we go. One of each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And they can all go in here, and they should go into the appropriate slots. Oh, controller single. Yeah, I didn't want that. Getting all broken up. It's this one that I wanted. And then we place the biome absorber here, and we can get our biome plains dimlet. Sweet. I know what I'm doing. By the way, since we're making a void biome, it's not super important that we have a plains biome versus something else, but I want a plains biome. Mostly because I think it might help if I move my bees over there, but I'm not sure if I'm going to, but we'll figure it out. All right, guys, so the last thing I want is probably a structure none dimlet. This one is craftable as well. I don't have the no rain dimlet, but I'm just gonna hope that we can kind of deal with that until I can find one. I'll probably have to go out into the world and, you know, hunt down a good no rain dimlet. But so far we've got pretty much everything I'm gonna want here. So let's go through it. We're going to want a plains biome. So we want a single biome controller with a plains biome, which is okay. See, if we didn't have that in there, it would warn you. You need more biomes. Now we're good. We're going to want a feature none, terrain void, structure none. So this will kind of make sure that there's nothing in the world. Unfortunately, I also don't have the black one, sky color stuff, but I will do weather no, sky body red sun. I'm just interested in what that looks like. I do have the regular sky body sun. We'll have sky cyan fog and sky cyan color and sky dark blue color. We'll hang on to those two for now. So I'm just going to go with a cyan sky. We might eventually morph these into black because, like I said, we can change them. So that should be cool. So let's go ahead and name this Void Age and store it. Dun 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 dun. We should be cool. Let's go ahead and charge this thing up. So I'm going to take this Realize Dimension tab out. We'll put this one in. It's going to take a moment. This will require about $2,500 per tick to create and a maintenance cost of 165 RF per tick. So it'll, you know, not terrible, but, you know, not cheap either. Let's go visit it as soon as it's ready. All right, so we're building up the power. The age is ready. Go check it out. What do you say? Dire pace to Void Age dial, and while we're at it, I'm going to star the Void Age. Cool. So Dire base is dialed up to Void Age. We have a way home. Let's go check it out. Start teleportation. Dun dun dun. Now, of course, the first time going there might take a moment or two to load up, but since it's a Void Age, it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot my time noon dimlet. Let's see if I can throw that in there. Because I do kind of want it to be, you know, noontime. Though I could maybe make it time midnight. That might be cool too. Let's see about the dimension editor now. I knew I was forgetting something, and it's because I didn't have it in my chest there. I had it in the system. Dimension editor. There we go. Sweet. This is going to have to go somewhere too down there. I guess we could put it right above the inscriber. Might be a neat place. Just get some conduit in there. Is there no power going in there? Oh, I guess you don't need power. Cool. That'll do. I know. Dire wire. Dimension editor should be getting juice. Oh, you know what it is? This thing's probably stealing it all. All right, we'll come back in a minute. Well, you know what? I can just do that because I need it anyway. Now we might be getting juice. That's weird. Oh, I know why. I bet it's this thing again. Let's just move him for a minute. So dimension editor, you can go back up here, and now you should be getting power. Nice. All right. It's just that one guy was very power hungry, and we don't have a strong line of power production right here. I need to, well, hopefully my new base won't be as much of a problem. So let's throw our Realize Dimension tab in there. Let's get our noon, and hopefully the time is something that we can modify after the fact. Most things outside of world gen type stuff can be modified. So if I throw the time noon dimlet in there, what we should get is a Realized Dimension tab. So it's the same age with the same configuration. We just added the noon time set to it. So now if we go back and put this guy here and throw him in there, so he steals all that power again. Now it should be steadily noontime. Let's see if that's the case. Teleporting away. Oh, hello. Noontime it is. And yeah, oh, that's neat. So like that's what a red sun looks like. I guess it's red, but it's also merging a little bit with that cyan color. Cool. But yeah, definitely cyan everywhere. So we have cyan fog and cyan sky color. I want to eventually turn this into black fog and black sky color, but for now, we'll do. Oh yeah, don't come to a void age without flight. That's just Dyer's pro tips. Flight plus void age is kind of a necessity. So now that we've got this basic void age set up here, let's go home and get some stuff to bring over there. All right, guys, I'm just grinding up some ender dust. It's time to do some stuff. The other thing I want is some tiny TNT. I think this is going to be enough. And we're going to go take care of some stuff. All right, took off my ring for a minute. We'll drop the singularity in there with the dust. Pop down some TNT. And stand back. Ta-da! Little explosion later, and we've got a quantum entangled singularity. So these nifty little devices are going to allow us to bridge our quantum, our two AE networks together. So let's see how that works. We're going to need some auto crafting. Let's see what we got. So first off, we're going to want the ME quantum ring, which requires an energy cell, some logic processors, some dense cable. I think my AE system knows how to make pretty much all of this, which is kind of ideal because otherwise it would be kind of a nuisance. So let's get that energy cell going. You are crafting a charged Certus quartz, huh? Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. Cool. All right, so we've got our energy cell here, and we'll just encode this pattern. We are really getting short on patterns here, but this is the kind of thing you're going to want to autocraft. The quantum ring. Let's also take a look at the quantum link chamber. Is going to need some fluix pearls, huh? Those we might want to teach the system how to craft. I don't think I know how to make them already, do I? I have one, I know that, but nope. Haven't yet figured out how to make it. So we will encode this guy. This is gonna like tap me out, isn't it? I'm gonna have like one thing left. And then the quantum link chamber. That'll do. So we're gonna need 2 of those. And we're gonna need 16 of these. Pretty sure that's right. Good, we have everything we need. See you in a few minutes because this is going to take a while. All right, guys. So as you can see, I've got these awesome dense energy cells. Hopefully, oh, nope, breaking it with a pickaxe is a bad idea. That's okay. I'll break this one with the proper tool. Yeah, stores as a nice job. Guessing that you will refill yourself a bit. I don't know. It's all good. Should be plenty in there. This thing will fill up relatively quickly. Doesn't take long to fill up these things. Even though they're dense energy cells, they don't hold a ton. I mean, I guess they do hold a ton, but it's all right. Anyway, what am I doing? What am I working on? What am I getting ready to do? We're ready to bring our AE system over to the void age. Now, here's the deal. When you initiate the connection between 2 quantum bridges, you're going to require a bit of energy on both sides. But once the connection is established, you only need energy receiving from one side, okay? So that's an important thing to note. Basically what it means is that we only need to maintain power on the receiving end, aka the void age side, for a short period of time. So let's get some dense cable. Let's see. So I'm going to run this. I know it's going to be semi-ugly to do so, but I'm going to do it over to here. Just because it's a temporary setup. And I really don't want it to get in any way near that thing. So let's grab from the AE system. I'm going to put away this thing. Probably my RF tools book. And then I should be able to get the things for our quantum ring and our quantum link chamber. Cool. And multi-block. Nice. So you go in there. And now we head to the AE system on the other side, or the AE system that's about to be. Starting teleportation. Here goes nothing. So on this side, nice. We will, I guess for right now, this should be enough. And you go in there. And then we should be able to run some dense cables off of here, for example. So if I wanted to be all cool about it, I could put this here with an ME terminal on it. Hey, come back here, you. Caught it. Gotta be careful with dropping items. My inventory is way too full right now, but that's what happens when you're moving your base. It's gonna get worse, I promise. There we go. And like I said, to activate this thing, we're going to have to give it some power. There, that should tap it in. We should have some particle effects going on here. And we should have, nice. Our link is established. And we can now remove these guys and be good. So as you can see, no longer requiring power from this end. Everything is working beautifully, and we've got the link established. That's cool. So we should be able to basically, run some cables through here, which should be good, and access our main AE system just temporarily until we have everything we need. One of the first things I'm going to want to bring over with me, and you know what I'm going to do is leave these guys here. Actually, there. You can see the connection forming on that block to this one. I'm going to want to set up my flux compressor, and I'm going to want to get the charging station, some advanced tubes, and just a few things to automate this. Maybe some P2P connections. So let's grab 2 of these. My memory card. What else am I going to want? Can I get a charging station here? That might not be a terrible idea. I thought I made this into a crafting terminal. I guess I didn't. So let's bring it back with me. And I could have sworn I made this a crafting terminal, but I might have just forgot that last step to make it crafting. Because after all, we need to have our drone building for us in this age, right? That's kind of half the reason we made the whole drone system. So I need to power the drone out there. So we're going to need, like I said, a few things. Let's also see if we have some printed circuit boards handy, because I know I'm going to want those. Hello, wireless terminal. Wake up. That's weird. We have no power down here. What's going on? Is my AE system like low on power or something? Yeah, we've got plenty of power going into the mains. What's powering this thing after all anyway? I don't even know where power comes into this thing. Oh, it's the energy receiver, right? We've got that around here somewhere. Let me see why my AE system seems to have died. I'll be right back. All right, the only conclusion I can come to is that it doesn't have enough power to maintain everything. So if I get rid of that, are you gonna be cool now? Are you gonna stop being a complainer? All right, I just kind of removed that cable and replaced it, and it's working now. So I don't know if it's a power issue or what. I'm gonna replace this and just see if that makes things better. Guess we'll quickly find out if it's a power problem. Anyway, I wanted to turn this into one of you. Cool, so you're a crafting terminal now. And let's grab another charging station. I decided I want more charging, another charging station instead of you know, getting rid of the one that we have down there and moving it, I'm going to just bring this with me for now. So let's get a poppy. And do I have any more speed upgrades? Nice. I'm only going to want about half of those. Well, you know what? I'm going to want all of them. And we're going to want some advanced pressure tubes. That should be good. And then I want my P2P connections that I made. And let's find out where we can place these. I'm going to put this stuff away for now, and we'll be right back. All right, I think I've got everything I need, but I have access to my A system, so if I got something important, I should be able to make it while I'm over there. Let's go. Nice. So I've got my new terminal, crafting one this time. Derpy Dyer is a derp. Hey, yay, it's all here. Good. I decided I want to go with a Tesseract. So this will get us some power here. And I'll connect this to main power, set to receive energy only. Cool. I'm going to want some enhanced energy conduits. Good deal. I'm not going to hook you up yet. The other thing we're going to want, probably pretty high in the sky above this, is the GPS tower for the robot and drone and such. So I'll come back in a minute when that's placed. All right, GPS tower should be up and running, and I think I remember what I forgot, but we'll grab it in a minute. I wanted my advanced pressure tube. I want a pressure, this thingy. I forgot my drone, by the way. That's what I forgot. It's the one thing I can't make without, you know, actually being here. Because I'm a derp, but it's what happens. I actually decided I want to rearrange a few things here. And I know we're getting close to ye old wrapping up point, but we'll wrap up in a minute here when I'm good and ready. Because I really want to at least get the drone running before we wrap up the episode. So let's snag that. I just want to break that connection before we allow things here. And then I can have this. Nice. And then this. And then this. With you and you. I think I put my Yeta wrench away. So you will be in, out. And down will be in, out. Cool. And then I want circuit board. Good. I want the advanced one. So I can specify your range to be right around 17.5-ish again. That ought to do. Cool. So now, if we throw some speed upgrades in here, we're also going to have to do the heatsink thing, which we'll do, but in a minute. Let's get those going and activate you. So you will only be allowed to run on a low signal. Cool. So this will quickly be building up pressure. And this thing, wow, already at pressure 17.7 bars. Nice. So that's quick to happen, I guess, because there's not much of a network here to pressurize, right? There's really just a couple blocks, and that's it. So maybe you don't have to worry so much about the heat sinks. I mean, maybe just one or two. All right, we're back, and hopefully having everything I want. So let's see. Kind of want to try and keep this pretty sensible, but we're going to put this here. I'm going to throw an export bus on this thing, and on the export bus, I'm going to put a crafting card, some acceleration cards, and some bricks. And then I'm going to place down a chest. What that should do is fill the chest with stone bricks. Beautiful. That's exactly what I want to see it do. Cool. So it should be auto-crafting those bricks easily enough, right? Auto-crafting bricks is not a problem. Plus we have tons of stone downstairs in our auto-smelter thingy that makes all the stone in the world. So let's get our drone down. And let's place down our drone interface. Reboot this guy. That should be good. And our drone control tablet. And what I'm going to do is say, come here. Oh, you know what? I have to reprogram this drone in the programmer. So we need you with the GPS tool because we've now moved the drone thingy. So let's this GPS set to that coordinate. Get our drill wrench thingy. We will do that, which should, there it is. Set point 1 to this GPS, set point 2 to this GPS, write that to the drone. Reboot you again. Reboot the drone again. Come here. All right, trying again, come here. Nice, now we're talking. My GPS computers didn't auto start for some reason. So let's set area, reset, move this thing down 1. And I'm going to set home and then go home. Nice. And over here, we will set area, reset, -2. Set chest. Cool. So now if we go to our status, I will first reset the area so that it's there. If we go to our status screen, we should see that show home is right where he is, and show chest shows it as being the chest there. It's the show chest, remember, actually shows above and below the chest, but that's so that it's easier to see. So now, the only other thing I want to do is pick this dude up and put him in here. I want to check that A, we have a dispenser upgrade in here, as well as a few speed upgrades to make sure that he keeps pressurized. The other thing is I want to throw as many other speed upgrades as I can in here. Remember, every speed upgrade is the ability to store another stack's worth of items. So he should be able to store like 30 stacks worth of items right now, which is awesome. So if we did take him out and told him to go get items from the chest, so you get items. Nice, look at that. It took all the items. So he literally has all that, all those stone bricks in his inventory right now, which is cool. I'm debating if I want to have something where he can export to a different chest, but for now we'll be all right. I mean, if I wanted to, I could tell him to dump his items into that chest, but the problem then becomes that, well, I don't know. We'll see. I'll figure something out with that. But for now, let's go ahead and set area. I want him to build out a nice flat platform for me to live on. So let's reset here and say we're going to go into expand mode. Cool. But I want this to be level with the platform, so I'm going to switch it into move mode, and I'm going to go down 2. Okay? And then I will tell him to build. Oh, I am already telling you guys how much I'm going to love building a base using this little drone, because I am already thrilled with his abilities. Like, good job, Mr. Drone. You've just won Minecraft. You are complete. Like, that is cool. How awesome is that to watch? Oh, man. So, yeah, with that, we are way past the wrapping up point, but I just wanted to get to the point where I was building a nice-sized platform with this drone. Now, what I'm going to do is come back next episode. We will start building a void base. I have some rough ideas on how I want things to be laid out. And we'll do some other things. We'll, you know, start moving some stuff over here. I want to eventually migrate at least my AE system, my power system, and a lot of the auto crafting stuff we have. Things like Thaumcraft. I don't think I'm going to move that over here. I think what I'll probably do is stick with it in the overworld, but we'll see because I do have a lot of stuff tied together into there. But I don't know. We'll kind of play it by ear and let it you know, come about as it comes about. But I'm gonna do my best to have a very efficient and nice base here. My drone's work is done. I'm very proud of him. So come here, drone. You did a good job. As a matter of fact, you can go home. You can just go over there and chill and like recharge yourself. Nice. And if we check the status of the drone, we should see that he is quickly refilling his pressure, which is what we'd want to see. Nice. All right, so for now, direwolf20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Like I said, next time we'll come back and we'll do a bunch of other cool stuff. All right, guys, take it easy.